Okay, as promised, I wanted to do one more interiors sort of setup sheet. I'll do A401. That'll be for the newer space that I'm going to focus on. So, in fact, I'll just make the sheet first. So, I'm going to go View, Sheet. There's that. And I'm going to call it, yeah, A401 already there. And I'll call it Interiors. Again, is that what I called it on the last one? Yeah, Interiors. And that's fine. Interiors is good. So what area do we want to focus on? So let's go to our floor plan. I'm going to close out all these windows I have open. Well, okay, so I've kind of called out this area here for that kitchenette, which is working great. And I think what I want to do is lay out this open office. I want to get some desks and things in here, and let's just see how the heck this thing could look. But instead of doing it on this side, since these are sort of mirrored sides, I'm just going to do it over here. Because if I make a call out here, it's going to overlap this call out and it's going to get a little ugly. So first things first is I'm going to mirror this equipment. So long story short, I'm going to lay out the furniture over here. I'll do a call out over here. This side has the same sort of situation as this. So first things first is I'm going to mirror this stuff over here so I can get that in my project. So I grabbed everything there. I'm just going to go to the mirror. I'm just going to grab this center column line. Boom, everything's over there. Now the other thing I need to do is lengthen out these walls because I made them longer on the other side. There we go. So that side's set up, so I don't have to like painstakingly work through all that when it's all right here. Okay, so let's draw the call out first. So I'm just going to go to View, Call Out, and I'm going to do something like maybe this. Oop. There we go. And we can always edit it, right? It doesn't have to be perfect the first time, but I sure made it sound like that, but you don't. So you can play around with these little guys, but I just like to do something like that. Yeah, this sort of name tag is sort of in the way. Maybe I can move it over for now. I'll just put it right there. See if that helps. So what could we do in this area? So I've already made the call out, so I could go floor plan. So here it is, level 1 call out. I'm going to rename this and I'll call it open office floor plan. And I'll double click on that. We'll do this one at a 1/2 inch as well. And I'm going to get rid of this section marker that seems to be always coming with me. Not sure why. And so we can just focus in on our cool floor plan. Zoom in a little closer. Let me turn off the crop region. Okay, so there it is. So let's lay some furniture out in here. I am going to go to architecture component, but I want to bring in some furniture that I just uploaded to your lectures. But I have it on the desktop. Let me get to it. It's pretty much all these weird numbered ones. These are sort of some designer furniture that I've given to you guys. Let's just bring these in. Okay, bring all those in. Here they come. Just so we have stuff to, because maybe I want to lay this out. Like now, granted, I don't have any windows in here yet, so that's a problem. That was an earlier assignment that should have been done. Looks like I'm behind, but that's fine. Let these get in here. I want to fix this wall. So even though I'm in a call out, if I fix this wall over here, it's going to fix it everywhere. Obviously, you guys know that already. There we go. Okay. Yep. Everything looks good. All right. Let's go to that open office plan. Let's go architecture component, place component. Let's see what we have here. So we got some round table chairs. We got some conference. I'm going to be designing this as I go. I did not do this beforehand to really figure this out. So we are going to duke this out together and make this perfect. So there's a desk. Let's see what this guy does. Okay, once again, that doesn't really help me. So let's go into the level 1 floor plan. Let's set up a section cut where I can really see into this space. I think I'll do it over here. That section cut, flip it around. Okay, let's go to a default 3D view. And I'm going to right click and say orient to view section 1, because that's the only unnamed one like before. And let's rotate this. So there's that space. Let's orient ourselves here. Oh yeah, we're at the top looking in. Okay, so the kitchenette's sort of over on this side. Here's a desk I placed in, which isn't a bad desk. Yeah, there's no such thing as a bad desk. We just clean up the view a little bit here so we can see everything. And change some of my graphic display settings so that I don't freak out. Yeah, that should do it. There we go. So we can kind of get a better idea of what's going on here. Okay, so we're kind of laying out this area. You can see my section cut off that kitchenette a little bit. In fact, I'm gonna grab that guy and pull him out a little bit. There, that looks better. So I can sort of just see that cabinetry there. Okay, so there is. Let's see if I can set this up better. I feel like the view needs. There we go. That looks better. Sometimes I've found in Revit that the view's just sort of rotating weird. If you just hit one of these areas and just sort of reset the view, perspective or orthographic, and you can kind of see. So, okay, this is kind of cool. So now I can really see what's going on. So that desk is okay. It's kind of boring. Let's see what else we got in here. Architecture, component, place component. Some lounge furniture. Very nice. Coffee table, another conference table. Let's see. Okay, that desk is fine for now, but let's just see if we can find another architecture. Let's see. Insert, load family. Let's just see if there's something we're not finding under furniture. Seating. So one thing that you could try to do is also go to any manufacturer's website and see if they have families that you can download. That's a very common thing. Seating, storage, tables. Let's see tables. Okay, there's the desk. We could find a cooler desk. Let's see. Okay, give me a second here. I'm gonna see if I can find something better. I'll give this a pause and I'll be right back. Okay, folks, so I did a real quick Google search, free Revit furniture downloads. I went to the very first link, 3D models from Herman Miller. I mean, what a better product. Find the right model. A lot of companies have this kind of stuff. Let me move down. So what you're seeing here are all the different furniture things I can download just by clicking download. Okay. Starting price here, that's just for actually getting the product, but these companies want you to put this stuff in the models, because then you'll actually like potentially buy it, or the client will potentially buy it. So a lot of cool. I was trying to get this workspace collection because I kind of wanted to do this whole workspace thing, but I'll see if I got something similar. So anyways, I've loaded all those, downloaded those families, loaded them in. This is our previous desk. and I'm going to delete it. And this is the Herman Miller little desk I grabbed. So my thought is I'm going to mirror these. So there's one here, and there's like rows of them. So people kind of sit in these rows, and I don't know, maybe this place they just bring their laptops in, they sit anywhere for the day and kind of work together, and then they take off for the day. And the next day they come in, they can sit somewhere else, something like that. So here's what I brought in right here, this piece. So I'm going to rotate this 90, and then I'm going to, let's just copy that. Oop. Okay, let's see. Put that there, and I'm going to, I don't really like how this looks. Like I'm seeing a lot of line work on here. I might go into the family and sort of try to make that look better because it looks a little too busy. But in 3D, we're kind of getting there. Okay, so maybe that's my first row. So let's do, I don't know, 12 feet for first guess. Let's do another 12 feet. Okay, so I might make this, so that's 12 feet. I might make this 2 more feet away, and I'll make this one 2 more feet away. So they're all these rows are 14 feet apart. You know, that looks pretty good. This looks like a weird area, right? Because there's columns here. In fact, let's look at that, the plan. So that might be reason to, actually, I would probably want to put this one, you know, right up to the column, maybe like that. Maybe more centered in the room. So these desks might be a little long, but these look okay. They don't look terrible. Let's see how close they actually are. That's too small, so that's 2 feet. So they could be, we could sort of line these up on the wall on this side. Let's try again here. Okay, now we just delete these again. So this is how design works. There we go. Let's go back to this one that I can see a little more. Okay, I'm going to grab this. And now I'm going to move this 14 feet. 12 looks better. But you got to make sure there's enough room in between. So that's what we're going to find out. Okay. Kind of glad I didn't put those windows in first, because where these are placed will kind of tell me what to do, where to put those. All right, now I'm going to grab them all, and I might move them down a little bit. I don't know, maybe like, yeah, that's not bad. This section is the one I drew. It's kind of throwing me off because it's kind of in the way there, but move it back once. Okay. So this guy could be against the column. There we go. And these guys could be against the actual wall. Okay. I'm going to leave it like this for right now. I think that's fine. So I want to add some chairs in here. So I'm going to do architecture. You know, this is just a first pass, just trying to figure it out, what looks good. Executive chair desk. That looks boring. Let's see what else we got here. Again, you could go and get a badass Herman Miller chair if you want. Here, this one looks like fun. Conference chair. Let's try that one. Okay, hit my space bar. I can move it around. All right, so now I can grab this one. Actually, I can align it to the middle of that area, which is nice. And then I can just grab that. I meant to hit multiple. Okay, those three. So now what I'll do is I'll grab these three, copy multiple, and just go. And then I'm going to grab these three, and then I'm going to mirror it. Nice work. I'm going to mirror it like a normal person. And then I'll copy these over. This amount of space in between looks pretty good. So I purposely pulled the chair out. It's not like tucked in, so I can really get a sense of how much room is around here. So this looks like a pretty decent layout. I'm just going to open up this family once. Let's see if we can change the inside a little bit and make it work a little better. Like I'm going to just, I don't know what this thing is on here, but it's a void. Okay. So what that's doing is making a hole in the desk, but I'm just going to delete that. And let's go to reference level floor plan. Okay. Let's see if we can hide some things. I'm just, okay. Let's see what happens here. I don't know. Okay, they're still there. All right. Let me go back to this. See what this is here. Draw in foreground. All right, let's try that change. Yeah, it looks better. And okay, so what I did was I'm in the family. I know this looks insane right here. And bear with me. I'm just gonna, okay, not that part, just this one. Draw in foreground, uncheck that. Load into project. Overwrite, that should go away. Okay. One last change. This guy, draw in foreground, load into project. Do that. There, that looks better. That floor, as a floor plan, that looks way better. Now, that just happened to be the file that I brought in, this Herman Miller one. So, as you can see, this is a family. So, this is what goes into creating a family. All these reference lines you're seeing. We will be doing that next semester. And although this looks insane, I think you're really going to like it. It's actually kind of fun once you get the hang of it. Might just take a little bit to get the hang of, but we'll get there. I just messed with this floor plan of the actual family of this chair. So if I go to a 3D view, there it is right there. So I'm still in the family file. I was just playing around with stuff in here to get it to look right. I'm going to close it and we'll get out of here. I'll just save it one more time. Cancel. Okay, no, don't save it. It's fine with me. And here's our nice office layout. Yep, that looks right. And so I'm fairly happy with this. I might want to add some more furniture over here. Let's just see if I can add something quickly without getting too complicated here. I saw some, like maybe there's like a little breakout space on the side. Let's see what I can find here. I know I saw something. Okay, here, conference table. All right, I'll do a conference table. I'll just pick a small one. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, yeah, and that's huge. So right, maybe I don't want that there, but all right, looks like this needs something over here. But I'm fairly happy with this layout. I've got a nice 3D view, sort of showing that area. I think I might, yeah, for the sake of this 3D view, I just am going to make all the furniture sort of align. So I'm going to go to move, and I'm going to move this down so it lines up with that. There we go. So let's check that section again. That looks pretty good. I think what I'm going to do is tweak it a little bit. That column's going to come in. See, that's what I'm afraid of. If I go too far over, that column's going to come back. So I can't really change that. That's okay. So this is a reasonable 3D view, though. I got to change it back to orthographic. If you remember why, when we were getting that on a sheet, it can be a little challenging. So I'm going to set this to 1/2 inch equals a foot. That looks pretty good. Just so maybe I'll focus straight. Oh, God, that looks so weird. I'm gonna try to do something like this. Okay, just so we can at least see the space. Now let's go to our sheets. So A401 interiors. Let's first put on that big call out of open office floor plan. Okay, this looks huge. Look at that. Now that's 1/2 inch equals a foot. So that's a rather large space. Okay. But that looks pretty good. So maybe for this one, I might want to do it at a quarter. It looks too big. So let's do it at a quarter. I'll go back to my sheet. That looks more reasonable. Okay, so I got a nice open office floor plan. And I have my 3D view set up here. I'm going to rename it Open Office 3D. Okay. Okay, there's that. And then, so I'm doing exactly what we did in the last one. Now I'm just going to slide that Open Office 3D view over. Looks huge. Why is it so big? Let's double check the scale. Yep, it's still at a 1/2. I meant to put that at a quarter as well. That looks reasonable. So that'll just give us a nice 3D drawing to complement our floor plan here. Now things are getting pretty tight here, so what I'm going to do is go into that floor plan, and I'm going to bring some of these guys down. Ooh, there's our fun little problem again, and we get to handle it together. Okay, VV, Revit links, edit by host, custom, annotation categories, custom, grids. Okay, that looks better. And then I'm going to delete this section. We don't need it anymore. That looks much better too. Let's go to the drawing. Got more room to play with now. So there's my floor plan. And maybe I can put this guy up here. That's what I kind of wanted to do. So depending on the scale of your space, you might need to do part of a space or just an office. But I definitely want you to sort of lay it out. So as I said before, the assignment is to do a casework sheet, a 400, something like this, that has an interior elevation, a 3D view, and a floor plan call out, and a space of your choosing. In my case, I did this open office space. In this case, you do not need an interior elevation. You just need the floor plan and the 3D view. All right, guys, thanks.